What is up, guys? It's me, the real deal. It's your boy BaseCloy, and welcome to this announcement video where I'm announcing my Pokemon Blaze Black Egglocke. Now, if you do not know what an Egglocke is, I'll explain to you right now pretty briefly, or you can check all the rules out in the description below. Now, pretty much it's like a Nuzlocke variant, which, to sum it all up, is you can only catch the first Pokemon you find on each route. You have to nickname them. If they die, you must release them or put them in a death box, all that. But it takes it to the next level with the Egglocke variant, because how it works is every time I catch a Pokemon, I switch it out for an egg that one of you guys have sent me, and that is what we'll use on our team. Now, this puts it into your hands because you get to decide what I use on this team. It can be a good Pokemon, it can be a bad one, depending on how you want it. It can be like your channel's mascot, or maybe your even favorite Pokemon. It puts a lot of decision into your guys' hands. Now, if you do know how to make an egg, then I only need you to stay for a couple more minutes because I'm just going to explain what all you need to do, and then after that you can head on out and start making eggs. If you do not, feel free to watch the whole video where I will explain to you how you can send eggs. Okay, so pretty much it is Blaze Black, so you just need to send a 5th generation egg as long as it is legal and all that. If you do not know legal moves, there will be links in the description for everything that you could possibly need, including what is updated in Blaze Black and Volt White to where it is not irregular. So you can click any of those links, you can download the forms, and it'll show you what you need to know. Now, the limits on these eggs, I'm okay with you sending more than one, but try to keep it around 5 to 10. Do not send more than 10, and somewhere in that range. And if you send more than 5, I may only take a couple. The reason why is because if you send, say, 30 eggs, you take up a whole box, and that means anytime I choose from that box, it's automatically you, and that's not fair to some people that only sent a couple eggs. And so if you send, say, 8 eggs, I may take 5 and spread them around, and that just makes it more fair so everyone gets a chance to have their egg hatched. Now, with that being said, if you know how to make eggs, you can head on out, start making eggs. The way to send it to me is through my Skype or my Gmail. Both of these are in the description. I will accept either way. And with that, there you go. I hope you enjoyed the video and hope you enjoy the series. But for you, those of you who do not know how to make an egg, I'm here to show you. As you can see on the screen, this is Pokegen. If you do not have it, link in the description. I'm trying to hook you guys up. And we'll just leave it there. But I'm going to show you step by step how to make a legal egg that you can send me. So, first, you click a Pokemon, and I'm not sure what to do. We'll just pick Wooper. Alright, it has to be a base Pokemon. It cannot be something that's evolved, something that can legally be hatched by an egg, and no legendaries. That's another thing. So you cannot send me like a Flareon, because that's not legal. You can send me Eevee, but not Flareon. And you cannot send me stuff like Jirachi in an egg. I think the only legal one would be Fion. That is the only legal legendary you could send, but I'm not positive. So pretty much you pick your species, you have a list of all different kinds. For the sake of this, we're going to pick Wooper, and then you give it a nickname. And we're just going to go with Nick Quagswag. I'm spelling that wrong, I'm sure. But you just give it the nickname that you want it to have. This is how I will know what to nickname it, because once it hatches, it resets the nickname, and I have to read the egg. So make sure you have nickname checked if you want it nicknamed. If not, I'll just do one myself. And make sure you click the check mark right here that shows that you want to nickname it, okay? Experience is 0, level is 1. Nature can be whatever you want. There are a lot of charts, and I'm sure in the websites I've linked you can find a chart for the natures that you want to do. We'll just do for this one, we'll leave it as adamant. He'll be a physical attacking Wooper. For held item, you can give me held items. Now this can be to help me evolve something, like if you send me a Scyther, you can send me a metal coat so it can become a Scizor. Or you can send me just a random item, like you could send me leftovers because you think it might help. Or if you don't want to, you don't have to send me an item at all. It's really up to you, and it's whatever you think. I'm going to give him a lemonade because Wooper, you know, I'm sure Wooper likes lemonade. Now, here's something that is important. The happiness must stay at 0. I understand you may want to put it at 255 because of return or something like that that relies on happiness. But the 0 happiness is what makes it hatch on the first step, and that makes it so much easier. Because if your egg doesn't hatch on the first couple of steps, I'm most likely just going to put it back and take a new one. And I don't really want to do that because, you know, of something small like that. ability. You have to pick a legal ability. Again, some abilities are changed in this game, so make sure you check the documents if you are not positive on a nature that it could have, because it changes some of them. And like, I think Staraptor gets Intimidate, which it normally doesn't have, or something like that. That's just an example, but make sure it has a legal ability. You can just find that anywhere on the internet, but for this one, I'm just going to take a wild guess and say Water Absorb, because I do think that is one that can have it. One it can have is Damp. It can have Damp, so we'll just do Damp, because I know that one's real. But I think it can also have Water Absorb. Form, if it does have a form, like if it's a Rotom or what our pokes have form? I'm not sure. I guess none there are legal really. But form, make it the normal form. So if it's a Rotom, do not make it Wash or Heat. Make it normal. You can maybe nickname it to suggest what form you'd like me to have, but really it just needs to stay a normal form. That helps it hatch easier. The country, just leave it US, UK, AU. The origin, I don't think it matters, but for the sake, just in case, put it at black. I'm sure that won't matter, but just in case. And then after you're done, click on egg. Make sure that works, or make sure you click on egg. That is important. Now, under it says shiny, and if you want to be shiny, I think you can click shiny and it'll work, but I'm not positive. There's an alternate way that I think does work. And so if you want to be shiny, you can click on it. It's worth a shot, but I cannot promise it'll work. I'm not sure. Alright, so this is all we really need to do in this right here. So once you're done with that, click on Met. Alright, for here, just pick the game. Make sure it's black or white. The ball, you can pick any ball you want. It doesn't matter. And I'm just going to pick one of my favorite balls, the lure ball. And make sure the level, just put it 1 for the sake. And the date, it doesn't matter. I'm just going to leave it at today's date at 7/30/2015. Encounter, you can pick wherever you want. It doesn't matter. So we'll just pick cotton water. And make sure that as egg is indeed checked. That is important. So once you're done with this, click on stats. And then here, it's really easy. It's up to you. IVs and EVs, if you do not know what they are, the IVs are boosts that are given at birth, and that pretty much is what they excel in and what they're maybe weak in. And the max is 31. If you want to go and make all these 31, feel free. But what I do, just to keep it fair, press randomize 1 time, and there you go. There's the IVs. So that one's not too terrible. It's got a decent attack one and special defense and HP, but it could be better. But, you know, it's up to you. And for EVs, I'd prefer you just leave them at all 0. You can put some, and I'm sure it won't mess it up, but I'd prefer you just leave it at all 0. And if you would like it to have a special hidden power, down here, it'll tell you what hidden power you have. So right now I'm at Poison with 60 base power, which I'm not sure if it matters, and I'm not even going to know if you want me to put hidden power on it, so it shouldn't matter, but if it would, you can mess with it to, you know, get the hidden power that you want. So once you're done here, go on to attacks, and here is where you will check. In the links, or in the description, there are links to websites that will show you the moves that they learn at level 1, and also it could be changed for Blaze Black. So if you want to be sure that it is legal, because if it's legal for real life but not in Blaze Black, I'll most likely take it either way. But you can give it any move that it can learn through TM or at level 1. Those are 2 options, or an egg move, Don't give it a move that it learns at like level 50. You can give it any move that it will know at level 1, any move that can get it through a TM, not an HM, just a TM, or you can give it a move that it'll learn as an egg move. So for the sake of it, I'm not sure if it's real, but we'll just say Water Gun and Mud Slap, which I'm not sure if it learns. This is just me guessing. But for you guys, you need to make sure that you do check, because if it isn't legit, I'm probably just going to pick a new one, and again, I don't want you to lose your chance because of something stupid like that. So there you go. The PP ups, just leave it 0. And then once you have all your moves, I don't think there's anything over here. No, none of these really matter. So after that, go back to main, and where it says PID, press the F, and then it'll load this, and it's pretty much just showing everything that you've done so far and what it's going to be. And here is the other way to check if also if you want a male or female. Before I forget, right here you can click what it'll be, or down here you can click what it'll be. But in the PID finder, where it says shiny, press it twice, and that'll make into a check mark. And when it's a check mark, everything's all good from what I think. And it'll take a little bit longer to load, but it's not too long. So after you got everything, you decide whether you want to be shiny or not. Click on search, and then it'll just load a random one. You highlight it by clicking on it and press OK. And then after that, on the right where all these boxes are, just click the first one, right click, and press set. And there you go. That is the egg. That's our little whooper. And you go up to file and press save Pokemon from tabs. And then after you do that, you'll just give it a name, save the file, but do not name it what it is. If it is a whooper, do not name it whooper, because that gives away what it is. It's not too fun, all of that stuff. What I'd prefer you name it is just name it Egg for Cloy, or Cloy's Egg, or something like that, so I know it's for me. Or you can name it what its nickname is, I guess. So it's up to you. But make sure you press save Pokemon from tabs. The other one will not work, and it'll be a .pkm. After you're done with that, send it again through my Skype or my email address. Both of these are in the description, and I will check both of them. And I'm going to say you have a few days to make some eggs and send them to me before I start. I will accept eggs after that, but not all, like a lot of eggs after that. Like, I'll accept eggs from people, but it just depends how many I have and how many I start being asked to accept. But if you're still watching, hopefully everything made sense. If you have any questions, go ahead and comment them, and I'll try my best to answer them, or someone else can maybe try to answer them. But hopefully you guys are excited as I am for this series. And yeah, you got a few days to make some eggs. Feel free to send them to me, ask any questions you need to. But I'm all done here. I will see you all next time.